Hi, I'm Hogwild. I've been driving semi-truck for the last 18 years. I've been traveling this great country of ours, watching companies do their business and employees do their job. I started this channel to inform you of what is happening right now with American companies and what is going to happen after December 18th. Let me explain it to you in simple terms. My hours of service is a 24-hour clock. Out of the 24-hour clock, I have 14 hours to do my work. 11 hours of that 14 hours, I get to drive. And I have a 30-minute break. That gives us truck drivers 2.5 hours to get our trailers loaded and unloaded. However, if we are at some company that is in no hurry to load or unload us, then that cuts into our drive time. Wait just a minute. The current way with logging our hours of service is on paper. We are able to back up our hours. Let's say we spend 5 hours getting unloaded and reloaded, giving us 9 hours to drive, and we spent 1 hour of that time driving from the customer to the shipper. So we have 8 hours to drive. And on paper, we could show that we only spent 1 hour at the shipper or the customer. Basic terms, we are able to cheat. The government is mandating that all trucks have electronic logs or e-logs in the trucks. By using the GPS, the computer can tell our drive time and how long we are sitting. So, we are unable to cheat the system. There is a lot of talk on social media that drivers are planning to park their trucks. At the last count, there are over 2 million trucks not equipped with e-logs. If enough drivers park their trucks, little Johnny may not get his favorite toy for Christmas. All I could say is it's going to be an interesting holiday season this year. Standing here waiting for the green light. Moving the truck, and then we might be at work, and I gotta wait for the green light before I can move. Before I start my first story about how this is one of those days I want to shoot my e-logs, I had a friend of mine send me an email saying, "Hey Dennis, you need to check out this video of this trucker singer that wrote a song about his thoughts about e-logs." So after watching the video, I got a good laugh out of it. And then I decided to reach out to this driver and say, "Hey, could I use your video on my first video for my channel?" And he said, "Sure, go ahead and do it." So the name of the guy is Terry Mathis, and he goes by the name of Jake Break here on the road. His handle is Jake Break, okay? And, well, I guess he's a big Jake Break junkie. So, take it away, Jake Break.
We got to do something about that E-log. Say, you got too many red checks on that thing, man. I said, really? I said, well, I don't know what you want me to do about it. He said, well, we got to do something about it. I said, well, you know what, Mr. Dispatcher? Let me tell you something. Take this E-log and shook. It ain't riding with me no more. I'm about to toss it out the window, put the pedal to the metal, put the hammer all the way to the floor. And you better not try to stand in my way, cause I'm a tossing it out the door. And I don't need a snitch in here with me, and I don't need training wheels. I don't advise you to stand in my way. I drop the Texas chrome on your dome. Or you can take the seat log and shove it. It ain't riding with me no more. Take the seat log and shove it. It ain't riding with me no more. I'm about to toss it out the window, put the pedal to the metal, put the hammer all the way to the floor. And you better not try to stand in my way, cause I'm tossing it out the door. Take the seat log and shove it. It ain't riding with me no more. They're the big boys in them big boy toys. Grabbing gears are making me heat. And the old school road for many years. And never missed a gear grabbing beat. Now I don't know if you've been told, but I'ma keep that hammer down to the floor. So you can take the seat log and shove it. It ain't riding with me no more. Take the seat log and shove it. It ain't riding with me no more. I'm about to toss it out the window, put the pedal to the metal, put the hammer all the way to the floor. And you better not try to stand in my way, cause I'm tossing it right out the door. Take the seat log and shove it. It ain't riding with me no more. Take this seat log and shove it. Y'all be safe, be careful, and as always, God bless you in your travels. Jay Bray talking that old Chi-Town trucking family, and we just get down. Peace.
Jake Break, that was an awesome video, and that's what a lot of sentiments of a lot of the drivers out here, they really don't want to deal with the Jake Break, they really don't want to deal with e-log. In the world of trucking, we have two slogans. If you bought it, we brought it. And there's a lot of drivers out there that would love to walk into a retail or a grocery store just before Christmas and see all the items, the shelves bare of items, and not a truck in sight to replenish those shelves. Because without trucks, America stops. See, I don't share that philosophy. You, the viewer, is just as important. The job that you do, or the career path you've taken, is something you enjoy doing. And you take your time and trade it for money. And with that money, you go out and buy a lifestyle that you want or can afford to have. And that truck driver, he's just the means of transporting your lifestyle from one location to the next. See, we're all team players. And that's what makes our economy move forward. Well, I decided to take a little walk here. I still got 30 minutes on my 10-hour break. There's this little woods here, not far from the truck stop. I kind of like to go back here and just get away from it all. But how did I get in this predicament? Well, I guess I better review myself. Well, it started out yesterday. I had a 10 o'clock appointment in Bern, Indiana. And even though they require a loaded weight and empty weight at the local elevator, so they have an idea what the weight is of the recycled product I had brought in. But I was in and out of there fairly quickly, less than an hour, it's not too bad. And then they brought me over to Haviland, Ohio. They got there, and the shipping clerk there had no clue what I was talking about. She said she had loads coming out of Georgia, coming to Haviland, but not one going from Haviland down to Georgia. Well, I checked with the broker, and yeah, he made a mistake. Somehow somebody put the information wrong in the computer, and the load originates down in Tacoma, Georgia. It comes up to Haviland. He apologized for it and hope it wasn't no inconvenience on his part. Yeah. Well, so I did get another load up at Holiday City fairly quickly, Ohio, there by the turnpike there by the Michigan border. And I was in and out there in about 45 minutes, and even though I had 8 o'clock to 12 o'clock window to deliver from, I told this broker that, yeah, I'd make that time, no problem. I get there at 11:30, maybe 12, depending on traffic. She says, well, okay, no problem. Call if there's any problems. Well, I got to Dayton, and just before rush hour started, and I got through Dayton okay, but down the south end of town, there's a bad accident on the northbound side. You know how you guys like to do the rubbernecking. Want to check out the accident to see how bad it was. Something to talk around the water cooler, I guess. Well, I got through that okay, but I got down to Cincinnati, and the smartboard said that it was clear sailing down to the river, and the radio said the same thing, and nobody said anything on the TV. But I got down there about 74 there, and I heard that there was an accident down by the river, and that all lanes were blocked. And it was too late for me to make it safely over to 74, but already traffic was backing up. The local traffic was getting on the off-ramps, and that was getting bad. So I thought maybe I'd just stay here on 75 and hope things worked out. But that wasn't the case. Now I'm looking at not getting to Newman, Georgia which is on 85 just south of Atlanta, till probably 1 o'clock. So will they accept me? Will they still let me deliver after the 12 o'clock appointment? Will they work with me? We'll have to find out when I talk to the broker, when I stop to get fuel at the TA down there at exit 141 in Tennessee. Well, I talked to the broker, and she called the customer, and they say I got to 2 o'clock to get that delivered. No problem there. Now, I like photography and history, but my 35mm camera is not going to do the trick here. But with the help of Patrick LeVar, 1 minute with me, or 1 frame with me, he's got 2 sites on YouTube, Patrick LeVar, check him out. But he helped me develop a new way for me to do photography. I hope you enjoy them as much as I enjoy taking them. I got another empty trailer. That worked out okay. Even though the little slowdown there and just north of Atlanta, that just seemed to be a little bottleneck there. But here, when I got to Yamaha, The security guard put me right into the dock, and I was in and out of there in less than a half an hour. I give a thumbs up to Yamaha in Newman, Georgia. They got me unloaded fairly quickly, and I'm on my way to the next place to get reloaded. Oh, and tell them that Hogwild said hi. I just got off the phone with the broker, and he said that the guy that's in charge of this load took the day off, and there's no information in as far as a pickup number in the computer, and that he will get back with me as soon as he could. I'm just south of Cincinnati, and the smartboard says that it's 8 miles to the river and 14 minutes to get there. And the radio says that there's a bad accident on the Ohio side. I'm Hogwild. Until next time. And I gotta wait for the green light before I can move. Oh, there we go. Got the green light. Talk to you guys later. Bye.